Welcome to Solon, Ohio. Today we're going to check out the top 10 pros and cons of Solon, Ohio. Yes, we're realtors serving Greater Cleveland and all of Northeast Ohio, and it's time for another top 10 pros and cons list. And today we're going to check out Solon. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to smash that subscribe button and follow us on all the social media channels so you can check out our other videos as well. But hey, let's get started. Number one pro of Solon, Ohio has to be the schools. How many years in a row now has Solon been the number one school according to greatschools.org? Always a 10 out of 10 rating for Solon High School. That's one of the main reasons people come to Solon. Pro number two, we like to pull up our data from citydata.com, and Solon has incredibly low crime rates, especially when compared to U.S. averages. Pro number three, Solon's a pretty affluent community. Take a look at median household income, just under $120,000, nearly double the Ohio average, which is just under $62,000. And your median home prices are pretty good for the area, which again, many of you, if you're not from the area, think, wow, that's incredibly cheap. But here in Ohio, we have really good home prices, so that's why you should be calling us, by the way. But not only that, you have some beautiful neighborhoods. Like, I'll give you an example, Signature of Solon. It's a two-phase community, gated, has a beautiful country club and golf course, and of course, beautiful homes, some of them $1 million plus. Pro number four is a thriving job market. There's lots of businesses and industry in Solon, so it's possible you could live and work right in the city of Solon. The other part of that, with all the businesses, is that the property taxes aren't terrible in Solon. Now, yes, property taxes all over Northeast Ohio are pretty high, but at least with that industrial and business base, that gives some relief to the residential taxpayers. Pro number five, recreational facilities. So not only the rec center, which by itself is an amazing benefit of living in Solon, we also have playgrounds, parks, and there's supposed to be a new biking and hiking trail going in that should go for miles and miles, and it goes right through Solon. Pro number six, lots of retail options. So not only do you have tons of restaurants, and some of them are even locally owned, like a couple of my favorites, L and 56 Kitchen, but you have everything from big box stores to little shops, diners, barber shops, just about anything you need. You don't even have to leave the city limits of Solon. Pro number seven, it's great accessibility. You've got freeways on two sides of Solon, so if you need to get downtown Cleveland, on a good day, 20-25 minutes. Easy access to the airport. You can pretty much get to anything in Northeast Ohio in under an hour from Solon. Pro number eight, I'm going to say diversity. All right, look, it's not like the cultural epicenter where it's a melting pot of all kinds of cultures and races, but go to citydata.com and see for yourself. There's actually a good amount of diversity in the city of Solon. Number nine, it's family friendly. We already talked about the highly rated schools, but how about all the events, the Solon home days? There's always something happening at the baseball field, soccer fields, Little League. The kids will have no problem making friends and having lots to do in the city of Solon. Number 10, and I say this for much of Greater Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, you have all the amenities of the big city, but you're just seconds away from nature. So I mentioned the parks earlier. We've got Hawthorne Parkway that goes right through Solon with a beautiful Metro Park system, and just within minutes, you can get to all the parks and golf courses, Lake Erie. Everything is right at your fingertips when you live in Solon. But no place is perfect, so let's talk about the 10 cons of Solon, Ohio. First off is the cost of living. So home prices have really shot up in recent years in Solon, making it not so much an entry-level neighborhood anymore, so you have to watch out for that. Now, big picture, compared to the rest of the U.S., still very affordable. The cost of living index is under 100, which means it's below average compared to the rest of the country. Con number two, limited public transportation. But hey, that's why everyone in Cleveland has a car. We drive everywhere. But if you do want public transportation, it is pretty limited. Number three, and we have to say this for most of Northeast Ohio, it's the weather. Yes, you have to deal with some pretty tough winters, Lots of snow sometimes and cold temperatures, but the rest of the year is wonderful. Spring, summer, fall, you've got to love it here in Northeast Ohio. Con number 4, if you want nightlife, sorry, you got to go somewhere else. Not too much going on here in Solon. Sure, there's some bars and restaurants, but you're not finding dance clubs in Solon. Con number 5, you have to talk about the traffic and congestion. So Solon's population is right around 24,000, and it has grown a lot in the last few years. In fact, right now they're widening some of the roads because of the traffic. So during rush hour, you can get stuck in some long lines of traffic and behind some traffic lights. Con number 6, diversity. Now wait a minute, I said that was a pro, so how can it be both? Look, Solon does have some diversity, but big picture, it's not like your big urban centers. According to citydata.com, it's about 2/3 white. Plus, when you look at the dining and retail options, you don't have a lot of diversity there. So if you want true diversity, you've got to really get into Cleveland and some of the neighborhoods of Cleveland, or maybe try Coventry in Cleveland Heights. Con number 7 is lack of walkability. So Solon's not really a town that you walk around a lot. You pretty much are taking your car if you want to shop or dine out. And I guess the good part of that is the freeway access, but it's not a very walkable town. Number 8. Solon's housing market is very competitive right now, so even if you do love all this stuff and the cons aren't turning you off, getting into Solon is going to be tough. You're probably going to be competing in multiple offers if a house is priced right in the city of Solon. Number 9, property taxes. So like much of Northeast Ohio, our tax rates are pretty high. Plus you have high values in Solon, which contributes to an overall high property tax cost in Solon. Now yes, you do have some industry and businesses to bring that down a bit, but compared to other parts of the country, Solon's got some pretty high taxes. And number 10, we're going to talk about retail and dining options. So yes, there's a bunch of choices. There's lots of box stores and small stores, but if you're looking for eclectic stores or restaurants, if you're looking for vegetarian options like me, sorry, not too much here in Solon, not compared to some of the bigger urban centers. So that's it. That's my top 10 pros and cons. I'd like to hear what you think. Drop your comments below. Do you disagree with any? Did I miss any? And by the way, on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. Follow us on Facebook, on all our social media channels, and go to 21mike.com to schedule an appointment with me or someone on the team if you want to talk real estate. The 21 Mike team, your one-stop shop for buying and selling.